Scorpio, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Scorpio, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Just wanted to remind you that I do have a Facebook group. If you're interested in joining, it's called Tarot with Joanna. We are doing lives coming this on the 26th of Wednesday, I believe. We're going to do a live reading, and it's about finding out what's blocking you to move forward. Okay, so if you're interested, please join us. Also, if you would like a personal reading from me, I will be happy to give you one. Just don't forget to comment. You can comment on the in the video, or you can email me. All right, so let's get started on your reading. See what's going on for you, Scorpio. This is for Scorpio for their highest good. Wow. And right now you got protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels, definitely. Scorpio, you are definitely blessed. You're very protected. And that is a confirmation right there that you are always being protected by the angels, which is very nice. Love that. And then you have narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. That no matter what you're doing, the path that you're taking, even though you cannot see things in front of you, or you're like feeling confused or, disconnected, really be careful on how you're doing things, okay? Just be careful. Like, really look at everything before you're about to do. Look at it twice, look at it 3 times, whatever it is. Just be careful on this, okay? Let's see. Right there. Okay. So let's get started with your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Scorpio spirit, Scorpio. One for the current, one for the situation, one for the past or now, one for what's hidden, one for the hopes and fears, one for what you need to do now, what you need to work on. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I'll take those two. And then the outcome. What is the outcome? Okay, and then for the end of the tarot deck, you did get the Page of Cups. Really be, I feel like you need to pay attention to your dreams, because there is some kind of intuitive messages there. I feel also too like you're having hard time releasing your emotions. There is some kind of messages coming through. You are going through a lot of changes right now. Okay, but I think things are going to get better for you because that's what I see in the cards. You do have the Four of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles is talking about, maybe you're holding on to something. Maybe you're being stubborn, trying to hold on. You don't want change to come through. I do believe that there's traveling here. I believe like maybe there are times that you need to start saving money. And also I feel like at times you're like really trying to protect yourself, So let's see what that says or what they bring in. You do have the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is talking about, really. Where did that card come from? Okay, this is here, and this is here. Okay, so the Page of Swords is talking about, really try to express yourself clearly. Really see the truth in everything before you start speaking about it. Try not to jump into any conclusions about things before you do your research. Okay. There's some kind of message that's going to come in, so be ready. It's coming in very soon, very quickly. And then you have the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups is talking about maybe you've been thinking about the past, being very nostalgic. Could also be about somebody coming back, some kind of somebody from your past returning with an apology, something like that. I do feel like you're also going through some kind of healing for some of you guys. You do have the Page of Wands here also. And the Page of Wands is talking about something, wanting to start something new. you know, wanting something new, excited, really believe in yourself, really have patience for everything, okay? Because I do feel like it's new opportunities here. You have the Queen of Swords down here for the hopes and fears, and I feel like you really need to start putting your foot down, really start standing up for yourself, and really speak about what you're thinking about, like what is it that you want to speak about, because there's something that you're holding back here. You do have the Five of Pentacles here for the what you need to do now, and the Five of Pentacles is talking about maybe you're feeling down about something. Maybe something didn't happen the way you wanted it. Maybe you're, you're wanting, abundance or something like that here. I just feel like you're letting a lot of your emotions get in the way here. Okay. I do feel like you're very down about something that's going on in your life. And then you have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is talking about rushing into things, try not to rush into anything, really. They're asking you, like, try not to cut corners. They're asking you to step back into your power, to be the leader that you are, Scorpio. Move forward from whatever it is that's keeping you down, okay? And then you have the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is talking about, for the outcome, is talking about how you're handling things, how you're expressing yourself, how, try not to be mean or harsh with anybody, especially when you're talking to them. Try not to stay in your emotions also. I feel like you're going to be able to balance your emotions too. So we'll see. Whew, that's a lot here. All right, so let's see what's going on. Scorpio, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Scorpio. Why is the Four of Pentacles here for Scorpio? Wow. All right, so you do have the Four of Pentacles here. Like I said, the Four of Pentacles is talking about really holding on to something. Like I said, you could be protecting yourself, like from wanting to get hurt again. Maybe not wanting to move that way. I feel like also too, you could be stubborn about not holding on tightly to the past, or just, holding on to something. I feel like you're very resistant to change. Like you're not wanting to let anything go so that things can change. I also feel like you need to start saving money here. I feel like there's traveling here also. But you do have the Hierophant card here along with the Justice card. With these two cards together, I feel like, you're definitely looking for some kind of answer that's going on in your life. Everything that has happened, you're really looking at it. Maybe you're praying about things. Maybe you're dealing with a legal problem. I feel like whatever it is that, there is something here though that you're holding on to. Like maybe it's okay, because you have the Four of Pentacles, right? The Four of Pentacles is talking about that you're holding on to something very tightly. That, something that you don't want to move forward from. Maybe it's a marriage, because I feel like there's something here. Like it's like like you don't want, like maybe it's going towards a divorce and you don't want to go towards that way. I don't know who that message is for, but I feel like it's somebody's going through that right now, and I feel like you're wanting to hold on tightly to whatever it is that you have because of everything that's going on. You don't want to go through this legal matter with somebody. I feel like you are going to find the answers to what you're looking for with the Hierophant here, whatever it is. And I do feel like things are going to balance out for you. I feel like if you are dealing with anything legally, I feel like it is going to be in your favor. And I also feel like, you don't need to do anything as seeking revenge or anything for anybody. That justice is here, and that it will be on its own. Like karma will come in, so you don't have to do anything or be sad or, not that be sad, but like be revengeful, because that's what I'm getting. You have the Page of Swords here. Wow, that's crazy. So you have the Page of Swords here, right? I shuffled them and you got the Page of Swords, but you started off with the Page of Swords. So clearly there's something here. They're asking you not to jump to conclusions about things, okay? You really got to keep really got to keep your head level on this, okay? Because there's something here that you're like they're asking you to really be patient with. Like really don't jump to conclusions about things, you know, really see the truth in everything. Remember that there's always two sides to everything, okay? Because when this card comes out, that means like you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go do this like really quick, you know, but you know, jumping into conclusions, you know, maybe you know, like really do your research before you jump into anything. Really explore everything. Okay, do your research. I also feel like there is messages going to come in for you. I feel like you're ready for anything right now because you stand very strong. But I feel like you just need to start seeing the truth. Okay, like really see the truth in things. I do feel with the Ace of Wands here that there is a new beginning for you. That the old ways are being going to be gone. That there's new things, new experiences coming in, new projects coming in for you also, which is very nice. You do have the Six of Cups here for the past or now. I do believe that it is now. I do believe that you are healing, going through a healing. I do feel like, you know, you're being very nostalgic, always thinking about the past, and you're needing to let go of that past though, okay? Really try your best. There is definitely a huge message that's going to come in for you, so be ready. You do have the Page of Wands here. And why is the Page of Wands here for? Scorpio, home card. Wow. So with the Page of Wands here, I do feel like you are definitely wanting to start something new. You know, you're wanting that excitement. You know, you're wanting that excitement that, you know, the opportunities to come in. You know, I also feel like you could be waiting on something also. But I feel like there's new experiences coming through. You know, I feel like you just need to believe that everything's going to happen and fall into place because there is definitely something new trying to come in for you. Be open, okay? Be open to explore different things. Be open for different opportunities to come in. I also feel like you need to clear your energy with the Hermit. You've learned a lot. You're seeing a lot, but you need to still clear your energy, okay? Because you know, always remember that you are definitely being guided, okay? You are very, you know, you were definitely being protected by the angels and very divinely protected and guided, okay? But you also need to go within and clear your energy because that's just the way they're saying, okay? Because, you know, you want so much, but you're still stuck like in the past and you really need to try to let all that go. There is new opportunities here. Go within, okay? And also feel like there is success here. I feel like that you've been very successful. I feel like you're moving forward. I feel like people are going to watch you and look at you. You know, you're being recognized for everything that you're doing. And there is victory here. You know, there is completion here. There is victory. So it's nice. You do have the Queen of Swords here. And why is the Queen of Swords here for Scorpio? Wow. You know, with the Queen of Swords, you know, when you get the Queen of Swords, especially in this position, in the hopes and the fears, you know, I feel like, you know, you're having a hard time speaking your truth about something, about what you're thinking, and they're asking you to really speak your truth, you know, about what it is that you're trying to think, what you're always thinking about, and they're asking you to stand up for yourself and speak your truth, okay? You know, you hold on to it so tightly. You just don't want to let go of anything, you know. And that's what's blocking you. Like it's not blocking you, but it's keeping you from seeing all these other opportunities that are going on around you. And you really need to try to let whatever it is that you're holding on to go. Okay. I do feel like you do have a lot of support around people. I do feel like you have support from people around you, people you know, people you care about. You know, you do have that support system. And I do feel like there, you know, there is some kind of togetherness coming through also. Nice. You have the Five of Pentacles over here for what you need to do now. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? One more card. You have the Two of Wands and the High Priestess here. The Five of Pentacles is asking you to really leave all this, you know, this regret or this disappointment behind. You know, when you get the Five of Pentacles, it's always about, you know, maybe you're feeling down, maybe you're, you know, you feel like you're not going to have enough money for everything. Maybe there's a fear here. I also feel like sometimes let your emotions get in the way. And you really need to control all that, you know. Really trust your intuition when you're dealing about things. You really find your patience when things are going on in your life like the way they are now. They're asking you to have patience that this is just temporary. If you're feeling like you're not going to have enough, like you're not in abundance, you know, that you're not going to have enough food or, you know, money, I feel like it's just temporary. You know, it's not going to be like this. It's just a temporary thing, you know. Even the disappointment, it's temporary. You're not going to be feeling like this all the time. It's going to be lifted up. They're asking you to use your inner power, you know, trust your intuition on things, you know, really open that intuition so that it can help you, because you have that, you really have that gift. It's just that you're not using it as you should. You know who you are. You're very powerful. You know, you need to start trusting yourself. You need to start going within and clearing your energy so that you can see more clearly. Also feel with the Two of Wands here. I do feel with the Two of Wands being here that you are definitely trying to make some kind of decision here. I feel like you are making plans for something, but you're not really saying anything about it. You know, you want everything to come in the way, you know, it should. And they're asking you just to have patience for everything, okay? Because you are very divinely guided. You just need that patience. You have the Knight of Swords and the Emperor here. One more card. Wow. So you do have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is asking you not to rush into anything. Try not to rush into anything. You know, really look at things clearly and different. Like if you're making any kind of decisions, do your research on it before you start doing it, okay? They're asking you to take your power back. Like, speak your truth. Step back into your power. Be that strong, wise person that you are. You know, don't let any of this bring you down and affect you, you know, because there are good things coming in. You know, you have victory and success here. You have a new path here. You know, justice is here. You know, people support you. They love you. You're making plans. But you need to start doing things like this, okay? You need to open up. You need to go within. You need to clear your mind. You need to let go of a lot of things that are going on. Step back into your power. You know, you're very strong-willed. You know how to handle things. You know how to become that emperor. The Star card is here, and it says, they're saying that you're going to start feeling better soon. You know, don't give up on anything. Keep your faith, because you're going to start feeling better. Things are going to change to get better. And then you have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands says that there's fast movement here. There's also sudden change. There's messages coming in. So be prepared, because they're unexpected. All of that is unexpected, but you're going to be moving forward. You're going to get away from all this. This is just like temporary. This is just things that you have to go through, like the little motions that we all have to go through. You're going to get to a better place. Trust me, you will. And then you have the King of Cups here. Oh, you have the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here for Scorpio? Wow. All right. So like I said, you know, you do have the Five of Pentacles again with the Two of Swords. There's definitely a decision that you are definitely making a decision very soon with the Two of Swords. Like I said, really open your mind, really look at everything, okay? Take off that blindfold. Really try to get grounded before you start making any decisions, especially difficult ones, okay? And then with the Five of Pentacles here, I feel like you also are feeling still that, you know, you're still feeling disappointed. You're still feeling down, but you're going to get better, okay? But it's how you handle things, Scorpio. It's how you're seeing things. With this King of Cups here, they're asking you to keep your emotions balanced. Like, really communicate, express yourself, you know, wisely. try not to be harsh with the words that you come out with, or with people or anyone around you. You know, really try to communicate better and clearly. Okay, express yourself clearly, because when the King of Cups is here, you know, he's very emotional. He feels like, you know, he could feel angry and snap at people, but you know, they're asking you to keep everything balanced. You know, even though you feel like disappointed, even though you feel like, you know, things are not going to be moving forward, they will. Just got to be careful, because right now you're very clouded. Your energy is like stuck. It's not stuck. It's like it's not moving. It's not moving anywhere. And if you go within, if you try to go within and clear your energy, or just like get away from the tablets or with the noise, you know, you will make better decisions. You will make the decisions that you need, because you're on this new path. You're going to have a new path here. Things are going to change. So just know that. But they're going to change for the better. But you need to start speaking your truth about things. You need to see things clearly instead of jumping into, you know, things, conclusions, you know. Okay? All right. So, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.